Have you ever found yourself watching Mr. Beast microwaving a microwave, microwaving a microwave, and wondered to yourself, how much does Mr. Beast, who is arguably the #1 fastest growing YouTuber in the world, actually make for staying 24 hours in the most haunted house in America, donating close to $2 million to strangers from around the USA, trying to stop a bullet using only magnets, or saying PewDiePie 100,000 times in a row without stopping? That's right, guys, we are going full beast mode on this video, and we are going to uncover how much the top YouTubers in the world are making. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so today I'm gonna give you an insider's perspective on how much these top YouTubers are actually making, how long it took them to start making that, and how realistic it is for you to become the next big YouTuber. What does it take? How do you go viral? And how much are you actually making for living the YouTube life? But before we do get into that, if you are new here, do me a favor, join the strongest family anywhere on YouTube by tapping the subscribe button, turn on the notification bells. Why? I will reveal it later, but I promise you, you want to, and you'll stay up to date on all the best money-making strategies from around the web. So let's start out by talking about Jimmy Donaldson, better known as Mr. Beast, who actually started YouTube when he was only 13 years old. A lot of people don't know this, but he's actually been doing YouTube for almost 8 years, as he's now 21 years old. And the crazy part about Mr. Beast is he literally had hardly any success for 5 years making YouTube videos before he exploded. So a lot of people see Mr. Beast and they're like, oh yeah, you know, he went viral, he's always been this way. But Mr. Beast was making videos consistently for 5 years before he ever had any success from YouTube. And a lot of people don't know that PewDiePie, the #1 most subscribed YouTuber in the entire world with nearing 100 million subscribers, was once a hot dog employee. So let's jump into my computer really quick and let's break down exactly how much YouTubers like Mr. Beast and PewDiePie are actually making every single month. Let's go. All right, guys, welcome into my screen. So as you can see, this is Mr. Beast's YouTube channel. So I want to talk about a couple important things that I think were critical in making him go viral versus a lot of other people, because you know there are YouTubers with more subscribers, but no one's getting the type of views that Mr. Beast is getting. In one day, you can see he has 11 million views on this one video, and all it is people running on a treadmill, but he makes it exciting by doing things that other YouTubers are not willing to do. And you might be saying to yourself, but Kevin, I don't have $20,000 to like give to somebody running on a treadmill, right? Or I don't have $10,000 to pay people. He does a lot of other things, right? 24 hours in the most haunted place on earth. You know, most people can do that. Let's actually take a look at his most viewed videos though. If we go to videos here and go to most popular, what we're gonna see is I'm spending 24 hours underwater, right? That has 36 million views. That one video alone probably made him close to $70,000 just from that one video. And anybody could go out and get like a GoPro, you know, buy it from Walmart or whatever, and record yourself sitting underwater. The reason that his videos work so well are twofold, right? No one spends more time than Mr. Beast on idea creation. No one spends as long as him. He capitalizes on trends, right? Make this video the most liked video on YouTube. When that brown egg went viral, he took advantage of it, right? I spent 24 hours straight in an insane asylum. He took advantage of when Ninja was incredibly popular, world's hottest substance, slime when slime was super popular. You can see that he's literally taking advantage of all these trends, but taking it to the next level. And so you can see that, you know, 100 million Orbeez, like this is such a ridiculous thumbnail. Nobody does thumbnails better than Mr. Beast. The pure curiosity factor that he actually you know, creates with these thumbnails, with him literally in a sea full of Orbeez, 100 million Orbeez. He said that, you know, in an after interview that took him like close to a month to clean up all of those Orbeez. But the thing is, just one of these videos taking off changes everything. So let's actually get into what Mr. Beast is actually making from his YouTube videos. So how YouTube basically works is they pay you on what's called CPM. So let's actually bust out the calculator really quick and do some basic math. This is a site called Social Blade. Social Blade gives estimates of what YouTubers make based on, you know, some things that they assume about the YouTubers. But I actually have some inside information into what the CPM is that Mr. Beast and people like him are actually making. So we're gonna use that to actually calculate. You can see he has 229 million views in the last 30 days. This is a site called Social Blade. It's a site that ranks a lot of YouTubers and a lot of social media people, how much followers they gain. But what you'll see is they have a huge estimate gap, right? They're saying that his estimated monthly earnings are 57,000 through 919,000, which is a massive range, right? But let's actually break this down and see how much he's actually probably making per month. And then we're gonna talk about things, in addition to his actual ad revenue. So 230 million views per 30 days. If we take 230 million views in 30 days and we divide that by 1,000 for CPM, right? And we're gonna multiply that by what we assume his actual CPM is, right? And we could be a little bit off, but I have it on good authority from friends who are in similar spaces, friends who are prankers on YouTube, friends with multiple millions of subscribers themselves. I know on good authority that this is most likely accurate. So we're gonna multiply this number by 2, which means that Mr. Beast is probably making close to $500,000 per month just from his YouTube ad revenue. But the thing is, it's actually a much larger number when you take his other income streams from YouTube into account as well. But if we go back to his channel and actually open up one of his videos, what we'll see is, like many YouTubers, he actually has a Shop Mr. Beast merch website. So we're gonna take it actually to his site really quick, and we're gonna click this. And what we're gonna try to figure out is how much he's actually making from this site. So like a common conversion percentage in e-commerce, which is something that I do all the time, especially from cold traffic, is between 1 and 3%. But we're just gonna assume that he has the absolute lowest reasonable conversion percentage at 1%. Right? And so what we're gonna do is we're actually going to head into a tool called SEM Rush, which is basically a tool that allows you to see traffic and keyword search and all different types of things for particular YouTubers. And we're gonna make some estimates here. So we can see that in May, he had 928,000 visitors to the website Shop Mr. Beast. So 928,000 people visited his website. If we multiply that by 0.01 for conversions, that's 9,280 people, right? So let's actually take a look at some of his clothes. We can see $28, $15, $28. So most stuff is between $15 and $28. So if we take, just like $20 as an estimate, we're gonna do times 20. So that means he's making $185,600 per month just from his merch. So if we add that to $460,000 that he's making just from YouTube alone, that means he's probably clearing close to $645,000 just from his merch and YouTube. And obviously, his merch probably isn't 100% profit, but you can assume a 50% profit or so. So, we'll subtract out like 95,000 for half of the merch, which still leads him at over $550,000 every single month just from his actual YouTube channel and his merch store. But that's not even the last source of income that Mr. Beast has, right? So you can see here, he says, I've always wanted to see magnets catch a bullet. Visit sponsor.org/MrBeast for your iPhone or Android to install war robots for free, right? So you can see that this video is sponsored by an app, I assume, called War Robots. Right? And so this is like an app that they paid Mr. Beast to actually do a particular collab on. You can see that they photoshopped him into the tanks and things like that. And so they're probably paying him, especially now that he has 19 million subscribers, anywhere between 10 grand to $100,000 for that particular promotion, which means that he could actually make, anywhere from 10 to 100 grand per promotion on his actual YouTube channel when he does paid promotions for these large app companies and software companies that really adhere to his actual demographic. And if we actually go into detailed statistics here, we can see just how many videos he makes a month. So, in April, he made 1, 2, 3, 4. In May, in April, he made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So he's averaging like 5 videos a month. So if he's making 5 videos a month and making, close to 460,000 just from YouTube, making another, close to 200,000, maybe 100,000 profit from his merch store, that's 560. And then if he's getting paid, $50,000 per sponsored video that he's actually doing, and he's doing 5 videos per month, we'll say that half of them are sponsored videos, right? That's another 100,000. So if we add that all together, it's 460 plus 100 profit from the merch store plus 100 for the actual sponsorships, right? Now we're probably getting closer to $600,000 to $700,000 per month just from his YouTube channel. And so at just 21 years old, it's not a bad living to make close to $700,000, if not even more, every single month. And he's literally just now even old enough to drink. But it's not just Mr. Beast. If we actually look at a few other YouTubers, we can see that PewDiePie, the #1 YouTuber on earth, who actually started all the way back in 2006 under a different username named PewDie, right? And the reason he made that name was because pew is the noise that a laser makes and you die when you get hit with the laser. It's literally that simple. And PewDiePie, a lot of people don't know, actually got locked out of his original YouTube account because he forgot the password, which is why he created his second account, which was PewDiePie, which is how people actually started to pronounce it. You can see that his net worth is estimated close to $20 million, but he is actually 8 years older than Mr. Beast. And if we look at even another YouTuber, Logan Paul, whose net worth is estimated at $19 million, you know, doing things like having pay-per-view fights and launching his clothing brand like Maverick. And the truth is, to make it on YouTube, you have to have an entrepreneur's and a hustler's consistent mentality, which means that if you are a hustler on YouTube, you're probably a hustler in business, which is why these people that have a massive amount of attention are able to leverage that attention into a massive amount of monthly income through merch, through actual advertising revenue directly from YouTube, through affiliate sponsorships, through pay-per-view fights, through affiliate relationships with chair companies, in this case of PewDiePie. And the point is, guys, the world has changed. 50 years ago, you used to get rich by buying the most land, by buying the most buildings, by having the most stuff. Now in today's day and age, the way that you become truly wealthy is by controlling the most attention and controlling the most distribution. In an airline, you could either be the airport with all of the employees and all of the machines that are depreciating and all of the hard work, or you can be the travel booking site. And a lot of people don't know that Expedia actually makes significantly more profit than that of the airport that has all of the hard work, all of the expenses. And so when you are thinking about what you should focus on as a young entrepreneur, as an entrepreneur of any age, or even if you don't consider yourself an entrepreneur, what you should be thinking about is the fact that the world has changed. The world is now a knowledge economy, and the people who control the most distribution and have the most reach and are able to reach the most people are the ones who become the most wealthy. And so if you're trying to become the next YouTube star or influencer, do not fear, because Mr. Beast made videos for 5 straight years consistently before he exploded and started to make over $700,000 per month as a 21-year-old kid. And so the moral is, just get started and stay consistent, and you never know just how high you can take this thing. And if you're feeling overwhelmed and you're looking for the best place to get started, check out this video right here where we talk about the best business model of 2019, and hint, it has a lot to do with what we just talked about. See you there. All right, guys, so before we get into it, if you are new to the channel, make sure you smash that subscribe button if you like money. If you don't like money, you don't have to press it, but if you like money and you like making more money,